Bronx boy chilling in Manhattan, I've heard all kinds of assumptions made about my home. Everybody knows where I'm from, but nobody knows where I'm from. People talking out of their asses saying this and that, and the struggle in the Bronx is real, and all people do out there is run, shoot, and steal. If y'all could just take a minute to shut up, analyze, and stop being fools, you could realize that parked on the top right corner of any New York City map is a one-in-a-million kind of jewel. Silly stereotypes trying to judge its history like a jury, not realizing that to the narrative of where I'm from, there's another side of the story. I'm from the cafeteria table on the slow, rainy, and gloomy Tuesday school day with my friends unable to contain our overflowing joy and laughter as we danced our hearts out on the table after, clapping up the beat that depicted the song about people while we chanted "Get Light" and went buck wild like a rabies-infected beagle. From the tacky yellow uniform shirt that I was forced to wear to school, that I managed to rock the hell out of without looking like a tool. From the hip bachata song that played all day, every day for the next 3 years, that blasted from every radio, on every corner, instilling in my ears a feeling of nostalgia and adoring of my zone. But regardless of where I was, listening to the song, I was only about a chorus and verse and a half away from home. From the delicious aroma of fresh rice and beans engulfing my nose with scents and triggering senses of feeling at home in the tremendously pretentious fields of generating consensus jealousy among my peers, and I appear with new and contentiously colored shoes and pull up to the scene straight flexing on my suicidal Febreze flow as I was fresh to death, and from the funky fresh Jordans where we tough shiny rubber like a Hummer tire. My feet were not ignited, but it's fair to say that my kicks was on fire. Is my home really as perfect as I make it seem? Nah, I know what goes on. I keep my eyes open, wide open, hoping I could preach against violence to my friends back at home, see if I can get an amen back. We can backtrack and reverse the damage done to us, but they simply grimace at me, say I'm stuck in the 90s. It's all behind us when truly it is not. Because I too am from the place where you don't make eye contact with the people who walk by you. Keep your head down, hoodie on, and make sure they don't recognize you. Make sure you don't happen to walk by the people who despise you, because things could go bad and a point blank bullet will paralyze you. Mine is like you and I, alone in the world, knowing that with a conversation engages every man for themselves, heartless in their minds, making vaccines against courtesy, because now assuring contagious. From fake yet sinful young men all bark and no bite, who prove that not all dogs go to heaven, from the youth who've lost sight of their passions and win twos Mac books and books over a Mac 11. From dudes who can spot fake Jordans but can't solve for X, to kids that cut school only to cut their productivity and how counterproductively decide to cut each other instead. The place where I'm from is where you have to duck and cover. When you see the Honda Civic right before your blood leaks to a nearby puddle, the top down and the speakers up. Guns blazing, light fading, violence eating at a conscience like California cows on lush green grass grazing. Lone-income families slumping in the homes, no Ramadan. Can't judge my tale until you've walked a mile in my shoes, and to see the things that I've seen, you gotta run a marathon.